What's up, everybody? Roz Slaughter here, author of the 1 Hour Trainer book and host of the 1 Hour Trainer Summit. And I'm here with an awesome opportunity. In this video, you're going to get to see front row where we're going to go inside a personal trainer or studio owner's business and give them a hot seat. And in this hot seat, I'm going to be handling challenges. I'm going to be dishing out solutions. And more importantly, I'm going to share with you exactly how we coach inside of Kaizen, our private mastermind. I look forward to sharing this information with you guys. If you have any questions or challenges inside your business and you want some assistance, make sure to check us out at fitnessbusinessmastery.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook at facebook.com/Coach Roz. Enjoy the hot seat. Share with everyone first your name and then what it is you do.
My name is Lewis Richards, and I teach fitness and competitive ballroom dancing.
Awesome. So right away, we got something that's very unique. I did not know that. So before you said that. So fitness and competitive ballroom dancing. Awesome, awesome. And you currently work for a facility, a gym. Awesome. And in that facility right now, how comfortable are you with the way they treat you?
It's okay. I feel that I am still doing better than most, but I feel like I could still do better for myself.
What exactly does do better for myself mean?
I know I could push myself to higher heights, but I still feel that I'm within my mission statement for my life.
Okay. So what is your mission statement for your life?
To inspire, educate, and create people to healthier and happier mindsets.
Awesome. I love that clarity. You guys can see that? That's beautiful. So, and in your daily activities at your current position, do you feel like you're able to do that at your highest form? So that's the internal war we're having when he walked in this morning and he wasn't sure if he should stay or leave. You notice that? And I love that you were able to, like, if you watch his physiology, no. Right? That it just took the energy out of him. And Lewis, now you got to think now when you say this, it's like, now I know why you want a business. I didn't know why you wanted a business this morning. Because you want to be able to do it at your highest level. And you have a visual of what that is. You don't know how to get there yet. You don't have the vehicle yet. But you do have the desire, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So at your highest level, where do you see yourself serving your potential clients?
I feel that there's kind of a aspect of fitness, an aspect of travel, an aspect of wellness and mindset that all kind of bonds together. So it's not just one aspect. You're creating the whole person versus just this one aspect of people.
If you had to look at your current client base, can you visually pick 1, 2, 3 people immediately right now that fit an ideal client that you would like to serve in that new opportunity?
Yes.
Cool. Can you grab a piece of paper and pen real quick? Someone help him out? Thank you. Because I want you to write their names down. Because this is critical to the growth. If he already has his ideal avatar in his mind's eye, all you have to do, Lewis, is go back and interview them. Go back and ask them, hey, I'd love for the opportunity to interview you. And they're going to say yes because you've already served them and you tell them in an authentic way why. You know what? If Calvin, you know what, man? You fit the perfect identity of a client that I'd like to serve, and I'd like to serve more people at a higher level. Would you mind giving me 15 to 20 minutes of your time so that I could just ask you a few questions? And those answers, I need them to be as true and as painful as possible so that I can actually learn more about myself. Would you be open to doing that for me? Of course. That's it. So that's the script. It's very simple. It's just from the heart. It's why you want to do it. How long is it going to take them? Because most people are like, when you say interview, like, I ain't got 2 hours. You know, just say 15, 20 minutes. I want to ask you a few questions. Those questions, the answers will help me uncover what I need to do so that I can serve more people. So that's step one, because you have those 3 people right there, you can really kind of start to find out what it is you do. Now, your business model, one of the things that we talk in the book, and I know if you've seen the 1 Hour Trainer, you know, the model is, we have 9 different boxes that we talk about, your business model. You said that you do ballroom. I love the competitive ballroom dancing. If you don't want to put it in there, it's just something that's just, it's like right there, because they have to be fit, they have to be strong. If you can incorporate fitness, wellness, and nutrition and talk about for specifically ballroom dancers, that'd be cool. Is that something that you could see yourself doing?
I've talked to a few different entities about potentially being like the trainer for like a Broadway theater company or things like that. I feel that there's a lot of sales in working with actors, and sometimes I'm not sure that's the direction I want to go.
Okay, so you don't. So now we got another challenge.
There's too much ego with actors.
Is that a belief, a story, or?
No, I think
As someone who works in competitive ballroom dance,
I'm sure you're right, but now I know that I'm your audience. I want to learn how to ballroom dance. So sell me. You don't have to sell them. I don't have an ego. I can't dance for shit. So if you made,
I work with you.
but if you made a program, so what I'm trying to share with you is that you went right to the extreme, Broadway, where I got to tell you that there's like, that's like me saying, I love the celebrity trainers. Yeah. How many celebrities are actually, most of them, I know LA. I get a publicist, and that's how you get that client for one. J. Lou worked out in my gym. I know her. I knew her when she was, but that I could use that all day in my marketing. I'm not, because I saw her. She was there with Gunther. But what I'm saying for you is that ideally, the niche is, look at, what is it? So you can dance, so you want to dance. What is the other one?
Come Strictly Ballroom is the European version of
the show. Dancing with the Stars, yeah. That show is so popular that in Florida, we actually have a Dancing with the Martin County Stars. And I was like, oh, I gotta do this. And then I just never got around to my video, but I will do it next year, because it's something that I think, I went to the show and I donated, and it was like 500 people, and it was awesome. Now, if that's something you're truly passionate about, there's a specialization that no one else can deal with. There's things that you know specifically, and we can show you through going through, and I don't know, we don't have that doc and that workshop in this one, right? But when you go through and create your signature system, the problem, the solution, the steps. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. That is critical. All you have to do is create your own program, and you can do it online, you can do it in person, and this is so creating that business model for you. If you had to create your ideal day, what would it look like?
It would be a mixture of probably boot camp and dance.
Boot camp and dance. What is boot camp? Tell me, what does that look like?
High intensity Tabata interval circuit training. Getting people to see that they are stronger than they think they are.
Awesome.
I think would be the mindset that I'd be trying to create.
Okay. So a component for mindset, a component for strength, and a component for movement. Right? You guys see that? I just gave them the 3 things: strategic nutrition, targeted exercise, hormone restoration. So I'm helping you create your program right now. What?
Did anybody else get thrown left when he said competitive ballroom dancing? Nobody was expecting that out of you. It's a niche in itself, as you said.
I was like,
what?
The light bulbs.
Seriously, that part, I love anomalies. Like just being an anomaly, being something different always stands out.
Absolutely.
I would not understand a big muscular black dude saying I'm a competitive ballroom dancer. That sticks out. That stands out. I mean, I just wrote down strong dance.
Boom. Oh! If you don't go to Google, I love the magic happens. Someone's already on Google buying the domain.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it and sell it to you if you don't do that.
See, I love that's what the magic, you're coming here and you didn't even know, we don't know what's gonna happen. Strong dance, powerful. And even, Go ahead.
I'm just wondering if it's two different demographics with the ballroom dancing and the Tabata.
Yes.
Older and a younger. And I'm also wondering if you do have to marry them or you can keep them separate. Like my powerlifting attracts clients to me who would never powerlift, but they love the photos. They love knowing that their coach has medals and, they love, so that can be your kind of competitive advantage is your uniqueness. It doesn't have to be that, the ballroom dancing is part of your program. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, I agree with you totally on that. One of the things one of my coaches would say is that you don't have to get married to anything today, but try it on for 90 days. Throw it out there and test it. I mean, and I love the fact that it's not about the ballroom dancing, that's the hook.
Yeah.
That's the hook. Like menopause is the hook. I'm still just teaching movement. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna lift some weights, you're gonna get lean, you're gonna eat healthy. But I put the menopause on there so then I can dial it in. The pain point. And anyone is, strong, strong dance, and then you just come up with a hook underneath there, a couple words about, I do this, and that's gonna be really interesting. So, but if you wanted to leave your business or your job, what has to happen for that to happen? So you said, I know you mentioned health insurance, all of that. That's something that's on the top of your mind, right? And remember when I said one of the things I don't believe in is, there's people, go follow your passion, just stop doing everything. Like, if you build it, no. You ain't gonna pay my bills. So like, I'm not into that. So what I would recommend is build it on the side. Make it your side hustle. Start out with 5 hours a week allocating towards it. Keep it to yourself so that you don't want to tell your boss because then they're gonna get jealous and start to look for backup. But start to build it. Start to play with it. Draw it out. Like I'm a visual guy. I love whiteboards and things. Start to see what it would look like. What would your unique selling proposition for you, Lewis? What would I be able to offer to a marketplace that is so different and lights the passion in me to make me want to stay up late and get up early? Do you ever just jump out of bed and you can't wait to go to work? You thought too long. This morning, literally, I was wiggling in bed at like 4 o'clock, 4:30, because I love this. This is what I love to do. Being in a room with awesome people, connecting. When you find something like that, that's gonna make work easy. So what do you think your biggest challenge is right now to put you in a place to walk away?
There's several aspects. There's the health piece. I struggle with my foundation and if it's deep enough to actually take that next step. Are there enough bricks there that I can say, okay, let's actually make this happen. Let's take the risk and make it happen.
You ever see the movie Catch Me If You Can? The story, what was the story about? Anyone remember how he taught a class and what was his philosophy?
He was 2 chapters ahead.
2 chapters ahead.
Either one chapter or 2 chapters.
Yeah,
it was like 1 chapter ahead. He taught the class. He was a student, but he taught everybody in the class because all he did was read a chapter ahead of everybody else.
So the whole thing behind that is that you already have all you need because you're already ahead of me. I wouldn't know the first step. I remember step 4. What do I do? How do I hold, right? So if you can teach me that and you can break down what you do in your mind and then on paper. So, I guarantee you if we started to extract his knowledge right now, piece by piece, we'd all be able to put together exactly. It's mindset. We started the whole day, right? I don't believe I'm enough. That's what it comes down to. In your life, let me ask you this. Who has ever told you that you were awesome, amazing, fantastic? Who in your life can you think of right now that said that to you?
3 points on the paper.
They said you were...
Probably have said all of those at one point or another.
Right. So your clients are affirming who you are and how you show up to them. Right. What about your parents? Yes. Absolutely. So you already know that there's people who believe in you. Yes. Why don't you believe in yourself?
Because I compare myself to too many people who have better Instagram pages and Facebook pages and all that stuff.
Oh shit! Did he say Instagram page? I have 200 followers, I think. I'm kicking ass and taking names. someone the other day said they were like, I tried to reach out to you to interview on my podcast, but you never responded. I was like, where'd you try to reach out to me? On Instagram. That's why I didn't respond back. Try Facebook, try my phone. But so you're comparing, again, someone else's highlight reel doesn't have to be your reality, right? Everybody in here is a superstar. When they decide they are. When they stop telling them the story of why they can't and start actually believing in themselves, saying, I am. See, we gotta get, the critical thing is that, I love Calvin because he's read a lot of the books that I've read, and books saved my life. The fact of the matter is I have no father, have no mother, everybody's no entrepreneur in my life. I didn't know which way to go. So when I read Think and Grow Rich, it was that way. When I read Robert Kiyosaki and Cash Flow Quadrant, woo! I need to go from here to here. I use those frameworks to take one step at a time. I had all the same fears as you had. What? I can own my own business? Everyone told me, you can't do that. I'm gonna put my name on a lease? Oh, they're gonna get you. So your fears, it just has to start with you taking a leap of faith. Now, how many of you guys agree today that if he decided that he would go into business for himself, he would do so pretty well? Because we all believe in you. And here's why. You're here. You've already invested in yourself. You told me when you first came in, you said, I'm just going to invest in income and see what happens. And no one knew. I love it because I didn't know you. But the thing is that you had that faith. So now you just have to take a little bit more. Borrow the collective faith that you can and say, I am enough and I will. Because you don't want to be where you are. And the longer and every day you stay where you are, you're dying inside and so is your dream. And that's why you feel like shit sometimes.
I will say that it takes constant belief to move you up to the next level. And then the next level after that, you always have to have belief.
And that belief starts with counting your wins. But here's the deal. They don't have to be Mount Everest. It has to be, today I spoke to those 3 clients and they told me I'm amazing, I'm fantastic, I'm outstanding. They gave me the interview. I can take that information. That's a win, right? I can draw out what I would think my ideal business is and then send it to me and I'll take a look at it. Send you back some feedback. Post it. I'm sure anyone here would love to connect with you and share what their experience has been.
I get the feeling or the sense that it's more than just a belief in yourself, though. You're a person who needs to know the how and the steps. Like, some people can just take a leap of faith. I have a feeling you're also in search of, like, if somebody gave you a plan and said, you just have to do these steps and you will be successful, would that feel good or no?
I guess I would kind of agree with that. I'm very much the person that's in the trenches, but I've never really looked at the vision outside of the trench, is maybe the best way to explain it. So if someone says, hey, we need this filled, like, I can figure out how to do it, but sometimes figuring out how to take that next step for me is where I struggle. Like, if somebody says, here's the problem, I was like, well, I'm not going to be the only person that can't fix it. Or I might be the only person that can fix it. But many times when it comes to, like, how do I do this to get from where I'm at right now to where I want to be is what I'm like,
So if someone gave you a plan and said, here's a system, follow these steps, you'll have a business and it'll be successful. Would you still hesitate?
I think he would.
It's the belief itself.
Body language right now.
Well,
So, go
I
ahead.
guess, yes, I would take it, but there still has to be the financial aspect of being able to accompany that. If I had the finances to do it, yes.
So here's what I want you to realize is that, and we all are getting this, and this is why these hot seats are amazing, and I love it, and thank you so much for being willing to be up here, because it's not easy. But what I want you to hear, what you're not hearing is that, and I tell my wife this all the time, and you guys have probably heard it, is like, I want heat. So the man says, stove, give me heat before I'm gonna give you wood. You don't need to know the how. We just need to dial in your why. The why is what's gonna make you cry, it's gonna dig deep, it's gonna make you peel back the onion. There's still shit that's within your heart right now that we all can feel that isn't here yet, present. And that's what's holding you back. Whether it's, we all had failures, right? We all had some times where we had $300 in our pocket, fire all of our trainers. Had to close a business that we're killing it. No, we're closing tomorrow. Like, oh shit, I had to put it out there. See, your failures, or what you perceive as failures, which were just blessings and lessons that you don't know yet, are holding you back. See, you said I would need to have the money. So I'll give you the money. What's next? You gotta watch it, because you say that, but that's easy to say. Would you really go home tomorrow and get up and do the work?
Yes.
Okay. See, because that's the thing where, like, so you don't need the money. You just have to go. Now, you gotta be, what does Tony Robbins say? It's not about being without resources. You're just not resourceful enough. Mm-hmm. See, because we all had to be resourceful at some point to get, this guy was training clients out of a park, right? Mm-hmm. Out of a park. So were we. I mean, this guy had women pulling his truck. Yeah. So like your whole thinking, and it's like, where am I gonna do it? There's that you don't need to know. You gotta declare, hey, I want my own business or I don't. I'm not here to make that decision for you, and none of us are. But you said that, but it's obvious that where you are, you're not happy. And if you stay there for much longer, you're only gonna keep being less happy. And then eventually you become burnt out, bitter, broken. So we have a business model, right? What's a recommendation for a resource for Lewis that you guys would read, that maybe a book, something that would help him shift that thinking?
Crush It was for me.
Crush It. Okay.
Right. And I was the same spot you were in when I got started. Didn't have the money. We still got started without the money. Mm-hmm. It came. Mm-hmm. It literally came from a client who blessed me with it. I didn't have the money. And I went up to Zach Evans in New Jersey from Texas, flew out December, just whim on a conference like this to learn about business. I read Crush It, and I went up to Zach's in the first week of December. And we opened in February 1, was our first workout right behind that, just for taking that leap of faith in something just like this, because we had lunch together. If we did a poll, you're probably the least likely person to be here, according to how you found Roz and how you got here. If you look, I'm serious, from what your story was.
Yeah, because I don't market to any ballroom dancers.
This is the time for you to be here today.
And I will add to that, he was working at the same time he was building, like working out of his truck, and decided, hey, I'm gonna do this. So he was kind of like, he was doing both. So he didn't just like come off and go, boom, here we're gonna just do this. Because he had a family, you know?
Like Roz said, I still work at it, one place.
Right.
I went at my place and trained 2 hours over there, jumped in the truck, switched out my uniform, went over there and did 79 hours at my other place. And then I left there, switched back out, and then came to my place again and did 2 more sessions.
And it was only in the park. Like he started in the park. Like he worked at the facility, but then you used your truck and worked in a park to work out people. And then he just built that up. And then before you know it, he was able to come off the job and do it 100%.
And I wanted the benefits. The year I was supposed to move out, they changed insurance companies, and my insurance was going to go up 4 times. So I had to go independent insurance that same year. So it took away that safety net, and I said I had to go independent anyway. You know, it was just like it all worked out that way.
It always does. It's just about having faith.
Yeah, you know, so this is a quick story. When I was brainstorming about opening up this, crazy idea for a martial arts business here in Austin, I was talking with a mentor of mine. He says, well, how many students do you think it would take to make your business successful or to make this a start? I said, I don't know, 10, 20 students? No, it's 1. If you start with 1. So then the question is, what then I started asking, what would it take? What would it take to get 1 person? How do I find 1 person? Because if I can find 1 person, maybe I can find another, maybe I can find another. So my question is, what would it take?
Great, thank you for sharing. It just came down to the questions that he asked. Awesome, brother.
You got this.
You're in the right place, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
What are you feeling? We're here for you. Thank you.
So, I have an aunt who was in fitness. She owns several studios in LA and California and one in Washington. And the last time that I saw her live, she was taking one of my fitness classes at this particular gym that I work at. And she called my mom later that day, and she's like, I really wish that I lived closer because I would come to, Lewis's classes more often.
That's your why, bro.
And she really wanted to dance with me. And she's like, I know you're probably really busy. But you should come up to Washington. Sometime we can go dancing and stuff like that.
So do you hold that, those feelings as a reason that stops you from wanting to do something?
I've never really thought about it until the strong and dance were put together.
I'll let you do it. So Lewis, we all find that the catalyst for greatness in a different way. I didn't know we were gonna go here, but I want Samir, if you look across to the right there, the gentleman in that picture is Samir's brother. And so we all have, remember I told you Greg's story, my story, and you don't need to know how, you have your why now. But Samir, can you just share a little bit of your story so that you can kind of impart a little bit of where you might be able to relate to Lewis?
Yeah, my brother pretty much taught me the foundations, which I still use for this business right now. He committed suicide about 5 years ago, and we were supposed to go to business together. He was supposed to be my partner. And on my birthday, or the week before he committed suicide, it was my birthday, and he said to me, he's like, hey, don't let anyone tell you can't do something. It's like a very iconic moment. I was like, why are you saying this? I'm your bigger brother, you gotta listen to me. I'm like, okay. And then I go back to Austin, go back to train my clients, and then I get a call from my mom, you gotta come home right now. And I was like, I'm with the client. She's like, screw your clients, come home right now. And it's like, your brother's gone. He struggled with depression for a long time, since high school. Then joined the Army, got a lot of racial stuff going on there, called all sorts of names. I just had a pretty rough life, and then bought a gun, did the deed, and literally right after that day, it took me about a month after, and I was like, I'm starting a business. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I need $10,000. I'm starting this business now. He's like, you're crazy. And I was like, Dad, just trust me on one thing. Just one thing, trust me on this. And he's like, all right. And he gave me $10,000, started this thing. I ran a crowdfunding campaign, raised all the money for all the equipment, and he was like the driving force. I was like, if he's not going to be here with me, I'm going to at least honor his name, what he's taught me. It's hard as fuck, but it was the thing. I was teetering on even starting. But when he passed, I was like, let's go. It was like crystal clarity in a moment, in a flash. And it's unfortunate, obviously, he's not here with us, but in a way, I'm also grateful. Like, this would not be here.
Thank you, brother. We don't know where we're going to get inspired or who's going to inspire us or what event in life, but you didn't have the opportunity to have that dance, but you can honor your aunt, and you can also create something for yourself that you feel great about and you can be proud of. And just so you know, I mean, I believe your brother's still here. I know my grandmother is here. I know your mom and dad are with us. I mean, we've all had blessings that no one knows, you know, and I think that you have to just kind of, that emotion is your message. If you shared that story, and now you don't have to share it tomorrow or tonight, I think that you have to come with it within your soul still, and you still got to kind of dig deep and find out where that pain is, and then how you can uncover that and turn that pain into strength, because we all can find that strength we need. A mom whose baby is under a car, she lifts it up over her head. Where did she do that from? Where did it come from? You have that strength. You shared it just there. I mean, being open and vulnerable in front of individuals that you didn't know 8 hours ago. And the fears and everything, if you look at his body language now, he's sitting a little bit different. His face, he's there. He's connected.
Lighter.
Yes.
Lighter.
That is why this shit wouldn't work in a big event, but it's also why, you know, you're here. And I want to flush this out some more over the weekend, but I want you to sit with that. I don't even want to go any deeper, any further. I want you to enjoy that, and I want to thank you for sharing, my man. Hey, what's up, everybody? Now, I'm guaranteeing you that you love that hot seat. The information that you had inside of that hot seat probably is just blowing your mind, because I know when I got the opportunity to work with those trainers, it was like mind-blowing, and I loved it doing. It's my genius zone, and when I'm able to work with trainers and find out exactly what their biggest challenges are and help them solve it, it's what makes me excited. So if you have that same challenge and you're looking to grow or scale your business and you need some assistance, make sure to reach out to us at fitnessbusinessmastery.com, or fbmnation.com is where the private group and Facebook is, and I look forward to seeing you guys inside one of those opportunities. Make it a fantastic day. Thanks for watching this hot seat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Boom. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for watching my video here on YouTube. If you enjoyed the content and you want more content on building a fitness business that you love, here's what I want you to do. Make sure you subscribe, leave your questions and comments below this video, and if you really liked it, share it with your friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make it a great day. Boom! I'm out.